Shut up. Fucking ads. Right. Here we are.
Introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Ruby. I'm a Capcom creator and a Twitch streamer.
And I'm Susie Hunter, a Capcom creator and the owner of the Sphere Hunter YouTube and Twitch channels.
Yeah, awesome. Thanks for joining us. We're really excited for the Capcom Spotlight today. We're covering 5 titles today that we've already
So the
announced.
Spotlight technically begins
Mega Man
20
Battle
minutes
Network
from
Legacy
now. This is the
Collection,
pre-show.
Ghost Trick Phantom Detective, Monster Hunter Rise, Exo Primal, and Resident Evil 4.
But I don't have anything else to
just
do
set some
right now, so I guess
expectations.
we're
We
just
won't
going
be
to watch
announcing
this
any other new
part
titles
as well as
today.
the main
We're
show.
just covering some updates for those titles that we've already announced. But you know, we're really excited to share some news on those, and there will be more chances.
There are
for
no
us to share
subtitles
some
for
news
this.
from Capcom throughout the year. So you know, we just want to always give you guys the updates of the games that we're working on, and we're hoping that you guys will tune into this spotlight and to other showcases and spotlights in the future. So let's start with the first game, Mega Man Battle Network Legacy Collection.
Yes,
Kellen,
that comes
I
out
know,
next month.
You've been working on a ton of Mega Man
I'm
games
getting
throughout
that.
your career.
Yep.
So, yeah, give us the rundown on what we can expect.
Yeah, so Mega Man Battle Network Legacy Collection, as the name suggests, it's a collection of 10 games, ranging from the first game all the way through the 6th game. So that includes the different variations, starting with 3. So basically you have the entire storyline. It is kind of like one unified storyline across all 6 games, all brought together in a really nice package that includes like some additional features like online and basically online net battling and chip trading as well.
Yeah,
That is cool that you can do online battling and chip trading in this version of the game. Like, that's a really good
Not
feature
Battle
to
Network,
include.
it'll be totally new to me, but the combat system is definitely interesting.
Like back on the original GBA
Yeah,
version, you
I've
had to
only
like
ever
use like
played the
cables and
classic
multiple
X
cartridges and stuff.
Legend
It was a
series,
mess.
So like Battle Network, it's always like been on the horizon for me, but I've never really gotten into it. So I'm actually excited to check it out.
This is our chance.
Yeah, this is our chance.
And it's
Like
all
I've
of
never
them.
played
10 games, that's a
Yeah.
lot.
like
Yeah.
multiplayer
So
battling or
cool.
multiplayer
Yeah, I love
trading
that.
because
I feel
you know
like
I
there's so
never knew
many
anyone
Mega
else who
Man
had like Battle
games that
Network.
are in collections at this point. It's just
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's almost overwhelming.
Like there's a lot of like easy ways to dive in, right? And you know, just touching on it real quick, the battle system in this one is really unique. It's almost like a card-based battle system, right? You're basically sending battle chips over to megaman.exe. Basically, you know, everything from cannons, bombs, basically things that can maybe shoot straight forward, you know, bombs that kind of go overhead. You can even actually like get the NetNavi information from other NetNavis, which are like the little character, basically the kind of like your avatar in the virtual world, if you will. Basically use them and bring them into battle as well. So you're not only moving around in this grid, but you're constantly thinking about how to use your different battle chips to basically kind of navigate battles, delete viruses, and beat, you know, your opponents. So there's a lot of depth to the combat, and it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I like the strategy aspect of it a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next title, Ghost Trick Phantom Detective. Just announced it last month, so
Oh yeah, that's right. They
don't have to
announced
wait too
that
long
during a
to play it.
Nintendo Direct.
Roomba, you actually said that you played
I've
this,
never played Ghost
the
Trick,
game
but I'm
before.
interested.
I
I
played
might
it for the
pick
first
that
time
one up.
last year, and it blew me away. I loved it from the get-go, and I'm so excited.
Like
for
I've
more
heard
people
Ghost
to
Trick
actually
is a
play it
really
as
good
well.
game.
Yeah, I just the entire time playing it, all the detective stuff, the animations, the characters, just where have you all been my whole life?
And I, unfortunately, have never played it. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to checking it out because yeah, it's always been a title that all my friends have told me to play. So
I think you'll love it.
yeah, I think I will too. The animations look amazing.
Yeah, Ghost
so.
Trick was originally a
Your
DS
chance is
game.
coming up, so.
Yes, I will take it.
But yeah, like it's a game written by Shu Takumi, so a lot of people may already recognize that name from the Ace Attorney series. So he was also the writer for Ghost Trick Phantom Detective. So if you love Ace Attorney, you are not going to want to miss this.
I do
Really
like Ace
fun and
Attorney,
engaging
so
story, really amazing characters. You know, there's a really great opportunity for this going from kind of like a niche title to something that's coming to a lot more platforms. You know, it's a really great opportunity to jump into it.
And if you like Pomeranians, one's the main character.
That's true, yeah. Missile the Pomeranian, yeah.
Now I have to play it.
Let's jump over to Exo Primal. Game we haven't seen for a little bit. We did announce this back in 2022. Kellen, I know you've been working on this game. Dinosaur action kind of says it all. It's looking pretty awesome. So tell us a little bit more about the game.
Yeah, so if you're not familiar, Exo Primal, it is a 5v5, team-based, PvE and PvP.
Is it unfair for me to say that
action
I
game.
am?
There's lots to unpack
I
there,
have
but I'll
absolutely
try to make it
very
simple.
zero
So,
interest in like
basically, you're being thrown
Exoprimal.
into these various war games run by this kind of mad
Like
AI named Leviathan.
Exoprimal to me looks like
You're
another one
constantly
of
throwing
those
in other
live
players, but
service,
the way it works is you're
like
constantly given new missions each time
fucking
to provide
Anthem
kind of
style
new
games. Like it does
strategies and
not
things
do
throughout the
anything
map.
for me based off of what
So,
I've seen of it.
Basically, you're working with these other players, trying to
Like
basically
yeah, there's
cut
big
through and
robots
fight through
fighting
different hordes of
dinosaurs, but
dinosaurs,
it just looks like
ultimately,
fucking Warframe
either resulting
2.0.
in a head-to-head match with another team at the very end. To
Wait, not
try to boost
Warframe.
your
Sorry,
momentum.
what's that
Or there
game
might be
that
some other
EA
outcomes,
made?
which you saw in the previous closed
Anthem,
beta test,
Anthem
or closed alpha
2.0.
test, I should
Fuck.
say.
Why did I
Yeah,
say
have you
Warframe?
had a chance to check out Exoprimal at all?
I haven't.
Warframe
yet,
is a good game.
unfortunately.
Yeah, I haven't either, but I think it looks really fun.
But yeah,
so
it just
who
looks
knows?
like more Anthem, and it's like,
It's a lot of
yeah,
interesting stuff
I
you can
guess.
do. Like you can also even switch suits mid-game. So if you're not feeling your team composition, the suit that you're currently using, you can actually switch
yeah.
suits. You'll kind of like pop out of your current one. You'll run around as a pilot for a second, but then you can actually just summon in another one, take on that suit, and you're already.
God,
in your role,
Anthem
so
was
you never
such a
really
shit
lose any
show
action.
when that came out.
Yeah, I love the sound of that. Cause
I actually
there's so
own
many
a
other,
copy
like,
of Anthem
multiplayer
because I
hero
found it
shooters
super
that
cheap
don't
after the
allow you to do
game
that.
failed
so
to
when
sell.
you like get wiped as a
Like I got
as a, unit,
a
you can
sealed
just,
copy of it for like
you know,
$5.
You don't have to wait for a whole new match. You
Yeah.
can just do
Never
on the
touched it.
spot.
I just own a copy of it.
Yeah, I think
I've got a
Cohen, and,
PS4 copy.
You said it before. If you like the kind of action games that Capcom makes, it's really it's right kind of in there. With
The last
some
good
stuff that
mecha game
did
you
in the
enjoyed
past.
was
I mean, even one
Titanfall
of the
2. I
exos,
still need to
I
play
got,
that.
very like Devil May Cry vibes.
Like
I
I've
think there's a
heard
lot of
people
Capcom
say
being in Exoprimal, and
Titanfall
that's what
2
makes
has
me
like one of the
excited
best
for it.
single
You
player
mentioned
shooter
kind of
campaigns
the Virgil
ever.
suit as it was in the Zephyr. You see a lot of that feeling from a lot of other Capcom franchises across the suits.
Yeah, from what I've seen so far, it kind of reminds me of like a Capcom greatest hits in terms of mechanics,
Yeah.
which is really cool. Yeah.
Yeah, moving on for Exoprimal. Obviously, I think the one that we're all super excited for, Resident Evil 4.
Speaking of greatest hits,
Yeah.
Yes, RE4 remake.
Yeah, I mean, it's coming out in just a few.
By the way, I
short
like
weeks,
how
and
I don't know her
we've
name. The
shown quite a
woman
bit at
on
this
the
point.
right
In our
has
most
a
recent
fucking
trailer,
Leon
I think
jacket
there was
on.
just
I
a
just
ton in there.
noticed
There
that.
was, battling through the castle with Luis, and you're seeing him in places that you haven't seen him in. There's a Krauser fight. There's
So
just tons of crazy action. So
I think
tell us
RE4
your
remake is
reactions to
getting
the
a
last trailer.
demo
No, the
later
release is definitely
today.
the
I
biggest
think they're
surprise in
gonna
the last
announce the
trailer,
demo, like shadow
and
drop it during the
They get
spotlight.
to hang out more and actually develop this chemistry.
Because the game comes out in
Oh,
like
yeah.
2
Yeah.
weeks. It seems
Like,
like if they were going to
consequences
release a
away.
It's just
demo, this
shocking
would
to see, like,
this would be the
Luis
time
fight
to do it.
enemies that he never looks at in the original, like that you just have to do by yourself. But now
I actually
it's like,
pre-ordered
wow,
RE4 remake
that's
today
really
for the
cool.
PS5.
Like,
I
just
was
wanna see that
deciding,
kind
do I
of
want console or
world premiere, 'cause
PC?
it
Then I
definitely
looked up
felt
the
a little
PC
more
version.
mysterious
It's like,
in the
oh, it's got
original.
de novo.
I feel like
Oh,
we're gonna
okay,
get
I'll buy the
way more
PS5
out
version.
that character
Yeah.
in particular. Probably just everyone. Like, I mean,
Like-
even Ashley has like just
I-
so much more
I
of a
still don't get why
expanded
these
role
companies
this
put de
time around,
novo in their
based on what we've
games.
seen. Her and Leon are very veiny looking
yeah.
in a lot of those cutscenes. Like, actually feels like they're gonna struggle to survive this time.
The
which
demo
is-
might be
a little bit of
PS5
yeah,
timed
just a
exclusive.
little bit. Not
Well, I do
just
have a
shake it off.
PS5,
Yeah.
so that's not going to affect me.
Yeah, I think that was one of the questions with when we first revealed Resident Evil 4 of, it's got this really dark tone that you expect from something like RE2 and RE3, but then is the action still there? Is the atmosphere and kind of like the more goofy elements of Resident Evil 4 still in there? And it's all in there.
We got
Yeah,
the
it's there.
suplex.
Yeah.
It seems like RE4
One-liners.
still hits all of the good
Suplex, crazy
points that
powers.
makes the original game,
Roundhouse
as good as it
kicks,
is.
Like, just
Yeah.
amazing.
Including
It just
Leon's
looks
fucking,
so
like,
much fun. It
cornball
looks very
B-movie
replayable,
action,
too.
like,
I think there was,
dialogue that he
some
says.
stealth.
Like, 'cause he says
gameplay
so
showed
many good
off,
like,
Bur
one-liners
maybe
in
hinted at
that
with
game.
some of the weapons and
Like, just more
actions
of that
one can take,
is, like,
some
you know,
crouch in a house
one
one
of
time,
my
and I was just
guilty
like, oh,
pleasures
wow.
with that
You
game.
could probably, approach situations differently.
Yeah.
Like, to
Sorry
a
if I'm
degree-
talking
to
a lot
degree
over
that you
these
just couldn't
guys. Like,
in
I'm
the
just waiting
original.
for the
Yeah,
actual
I
show
mean,
to begin, which is
terms
in
of
like
those
10
actions,
minutes.
This'll people have already seen this by now. By the time they see this, but we have the knife parry as well. So there's a lot of things you can parry. We don't want to spoil too much of that, but Leon is very.
Can I parry
very-
a Del Lago? Is that?
Only one way to find out. But you got a lot of like really cool, fun options to do with it.
Oh, now there's
So
music?
I think people are gonna like have some real fun
Oh.
with the new ways that you can use the knife.
Yeah.
We even kind of showed it off early, right? With basically countering the chainsaw. Like
Yeah.
Leon pulls up
Yeah.
his knife, like chainsaw's
Yeah.
coming down.
Well, at
on
least
him.
we know when the thing's starting.
I am going to play this game for 10 years.
I'm excited for RE4 Remake. I
Yeah,
think it's going to
pretty
be a really
Yeah.
solid game.
Exactly. You heard it here first.
Like,
Yeah,
I need to
we'd
get
be remiss if we didn't
around
talk
to
about
playing
the
Resident
browser
Evil
play,
2 Remake
being
all the
able
way
to
through, and eventually
set
play
those QTEs
RE3
now, you're
Remake,
actually
but
parrying in real time.
for now I think I'm
Yeah.
okay foregoing those
Rewarding
and just
your
getting
fellow
straight to
players
4,
that you
because I
really
love
frustrating.
RE4.
It's actually
It's like one of my
training you
all-time
to
favorite
play.
games.
Yeah, it's
I love this.
it's genius design.
It's genius.
So kinetic and frantic.
Yeah, Leon's got experience now, right? So
Yeah.
Yes.
he can
He's
do
still-
anything.
still
But
a
even
rookie.
he falters.
Yeah, I'm
when
glad they got
falter
rid of the
attacks him.
QTEs. Like, that most recent trailer they shown during
So
the
I know you are
PlayStation
just like
Sony
me.
State of Play thing,
Yeah, I know you're a hunter.
like they show that Krauser
Just
is no
like
longer just a
Monster Hunter.
QTE
That's
fest, like it's an
right.
actual
Oh.
boss battle.
That's so cool.
Like that alone
We're kicking
is
it over
a
to couple
really big
trailers for just
improvement over the
recently,
original.
recent titles. So
Yeah. Countdown's still going. What we're seeing right now is just the most recent update that we just released for Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak. Vilcana, which we revealed. Kellen, I know you're at Capcom during the Iceborne World era, so
that was a big one.
Yeah.
Big fan of Velcana.
Yeah.
I really want to get into Monster
What about
Hunter. Like,
Valkyrie, like
this is
Jackson
one of those
Ranger,
yeah.
gaming
Yeah.
franchises that I have
Your
struggled to
plumage
get
hat.
into. Someday, maybe.
Yeah, we've released a ton of updates for.
It's
for
one of those
Sunbreak
games
so
where I
far.
probably would enjoy it a
This was the
lot. It's
fourth
just
update,
there's a
fifth
bunch
one
of
coming,
barriers
in
to
the future,
entry
so we're pretty excited
that
about that. Just to start
sadly
with
I
our
have
content,
not gone
we just keep adding, like, the
overcome,
most
and the game
harmless
hasn't quite
monsters
clicked with me yet.
possible, and then people post clips about how they got destroyed, which personally.
But it's
I
not the
laugh at
monster
every time something
combat
happens.
that gets me. It's like everything
How they
else in
spent, like,
between, like all the
tons of time
micromanagement and
learning
like
how to destroy it.
preparation
yeah.
and shit. It's like super overwhelming to me. Like if I can get
My
past
favorite thing
that,
so
I'd
far
probably
is
enjoy the
when
game a
we release
lot
these
more.
updates, like I see a new move from some monster.
Yeah, that's the kind of game that's
I've
more
never seen
fun to play
before,
with
and it's
friends.
like, that's in there.
Having said that, it would be nice to learn some things solo and then play
Yeah.
with friends.
Surprises for Monster Hunter.
Yeah, that's what's so cool about it. It's
Yeah.
like there's so much reason.
Because if I play with friends
for
and
every
not
single
learn the
part in the game,
fundamentals, then I
and
feel
all
like
of
I'm
these
just
things,
going
like,
to
Every
drag the whole
experience
team
is so
down.
unique to the player.
Yeah. Hey, there's my hair.
Almost animals.
Yeah, and well, it's coming up on screen, but these guys.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
What the
wow.
fuck?
That's so cute.
What
I
is
do like those
this?
designs a lot. They're just they're so over the top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there's an art form in making something like very detailed, but like not at the same time.
what
I don't know what
Actually,
those
what I love
fucking
about Capcom's
deformed
games
character
is that,
models were,
like,
but I guess
you
that
guys
was
are
based
so,
off of
like,
something.
Okay, with just being like, here's RE2, but also 1999 version, sorry, 98 version
Yeah,
of Leon.
yeah.
It's this big block man running around. Like,
Oh, this update came out a couple days ago?
Yeah,
Okay.
On screen, we've got one more update coming in April, so look for news on that in the near future. But yeah, Monster Hunter. There's just been so much content for it. People playing for hundreds of hours. So I want to ask you guys, like, what is your most played Capcom game?
Oh.
I've only played
I
a
can tell
couple
you
of
it's,
Monster
RE1
Hunter games in the past, and
That's also
they
my
haven't quite
favorite
clicked
game,
with me.
just in general, so
Really?
I'd say between one remake or two remake at this point.
yeah.
Like, I
How
tried
many
getting
hours would you
into,
estimate?
what was it? It was
So
Monster
I
Hunter
would,
3.
I would have to include like back when it came out on GameCube with like.
Wait, has this
the
collection not
HD
come out
version,
yet?
Like probably just thousands of hours.
Like,
Yeah.
didn't he announce this collection
It's my
like a
favorite
year
game,
ago?
so-
Yeah, I definitely don't have thousands of hours, but
Yeah.
quite a few.
Yeah,
I don't think I have thousands of hours either. It's okay.
yeah. It's,
I played it a lot, but not quite
it's
that
one of my
much.
it's one
yeah.
of my favorites. So.
I think the first time I saw the Resident Evil 1.
Oh wait, this
remake,
did come out?
I was just
Yeah,
like,
I never
graphics
picked
can't
that
get
up
better
actually,
than
maybe I'll have to
Yeah.
look
Oh,
into
yeah.
that.
It's impossible.
I remember when it first came out, I was like showing one of my friends, and he thought what I was playing was still the cutscene,
Oh,
like the opening cutscene. And I was like, no, I've been playing for like 20 minutes.
Yeah, first time I played it, I was just too scared because it looked
Yeah,
so real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had nightmares about
Definitely.
RE1 and RE4, which, I mean, in hindsight, maybe it's not as scary as I thought, but you know.
It's an intense game.
Yeah,
The intro's intense.
Yeah.
Like, you don't know where you are. People are attacking you.
Yeah, so actually, this coming to mind now with Capcom Arcade Stadium and Second Stadium. What was the earliest Capcom game?
Was that
y'all
San
played?
San that was just on screen?
That was San
Oh
San,
my
yeah.
god, I haven't played San San in so long. The very first video game I ever played was actually Street Fighter 2 on
Oh, wow, okay.
SNES, yeah. And I played as Cammy, and I fell in love.
Yeah, I mean,
right then and there. But yeah, that's probably like the earliest Capcom game I played.
Okay.
I want to say I want to say Street Fighter is definitely one of the earliest.
Yeah,
I like new Capcom games before I even knew what Capcom was, basically.
Yeah.
Like I'd always
Yeah.
see this logo as a kid, and be
Yeah.
like, "What's Capcom?"
Yeah, what does that
I
mean?
eventually learned what developers were.
Yeah,
I think it's Street Fighter 2 for me too.
Yeah.
yeah. That's classic.
You know what really annoys
I
me
think-
about
yeah, I
like
mean, it might have been
like
I was
in the
like,
trailers
real
for
small kid.
the Mega
might
Man
have been Ghosts
Battle
and Goblins
Network
and
Legacy
Resident Evil.
Collection, like
Yeah,
every time they
yeah.
show
Like, it's
that
an older
game,
machine,
they always
but
use
I
like
still think
that
might have been
fucking
one of the
blur
earliest.
filter that like
Yeah.
smears all the
Actually,
pixels
playing
together and it just looks like absolute
Forgotten
fucking
Worlds
garbage.
on the Genesis.
Like it
Wow.
really is
Yeah.
not easy
That
on
was
the
like-
eyes when you look at it. Like I would rather look at the sharp
that might
pixels
have been one of the
things.
earliest ones for me, honestly.
I don't know why
That and Mercs.
the
Mercs
person
would be
making the
fun.
trailer thought that was the
Yeah,
I
best
don't
way
think
to
it's
show
like
the
first one I
game.
played, but I got fond memories.
Yeah.
So let me ask you guys. Logo reveals. Resident Evil 7.
Vaseline effect.
or Village.
I don't know if that's the best way to describe it. It just blurs all the pixels together.
Because it came out of nowhere and it blew everyone's mind.
It doesn't look cohesive. It looks really bad.
The game that they show up before that is like.
I still
so
need to
different
play
from,
Village. Like I
everything that
did
we've
buy
seen in
the
RE,
Gold
so,
Edition,
like,
which has like the
that's
third-person
RE?
mode that I
Yeah,
wanted to
what?
check
Like, that's
out.
Resident
I
Evil?
think later this year I'm
Right,
gonna
okay.
stream Village. I just haven't got around to it
and
yet.
It hadn't been like a mainline game.
RE4
Like,
remake is gonna be on the agenda
really
before I
surprised
play
me.
Village.
Because you just see the 7 and you're like, I don't know what this
I
game
might
is.
even wait until like
And then Resident
later
Evil,
this year to like check out Village, like maybe Halloween or something would be a good time to do that.
So we were like, this could be.
I'm gonna
Seven
think
was
about
so
it.
good.
This could be a Resident Evil game. Yeah.
Just like the way it's
God,
like
the Switch is
hidden in
getting the fucking short end of the stick,
Yeah.
aren't they?
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
oh, what's that? You want Resident Evil on your Switch? Here you go, here's the remakes, but they're all cloud versions. Have fun.
Sorry, yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
I mean,
Yeah.
I have to plead
totally.
I have to plead the fifth on this one because they're both.
I swear when we get that Switch 2 or whatever Nintendo's next console is called, I hope this like, you know,
Yeah.
this
That's
fad
what
of
I
like
remember.
turning
Right.
like these AAA games into like cloud versions goes the fuck away.
I just think, you know, like how did they find the 8 or the 8 in
Right.
the
Yeah,
village?
it's just
and
such
it
a
takes
perfect.
place in a village. Like,
Yeah,
it's,
it's such a perfect series of events
it is.
to unfold for this game.
But yeah, I bought the Gold
It was
Edition
Beautiful.
last
Beautiful
year,
game. Look.
like late last year. I got it for like $30 or something.
In the third person.
And
Yeah, you know what?
the only reason I bought
you're
Village
gonna miss
Gold
it.
Edition is because it comes with like that
They were
third person
fun.
mode, so you can
They
play
were
the
fun
entire
characters.
single player campaign
Yeah,
that way. Because
Yeah.
I've gotta be honest, I don't like the idea of playing a game like that in first person.
But
Like
you
I
know,
played Resident Evil 7
Yeah.
that way, and I
Attached to it.
couldn't finish it. Like I just really didn't
speaking
like
of
playing in that
attached,
perspective.
you can really
It
be
can
Too
be
spooky.
in Resident Evil Village VR.
Like I've always enjoyed
That is something I
RE
would like
games
to
when
not
it's
be
like
attached
third
to.
person behind the shoulder
When I see
sort of
this,
view.
I'm like,
Yeah.
take that out of my cart and not order.
And I
Yeah,
played
right.
the demo version of the Gold Edition that lets you
Oh my
try
God,
like
yeah.
10 minutes of the game
attached
in
to
third
this.
person, and yeah, it does feel like RE4 a lot with that.
No,
Yeah.
And
it's
that's
so good.
probably the I wouldn't have it any other way, honestly, for a game like that.
I want to watch the cutscene where it eats you in
Oh.
VR.
So yeah, eventually I'll do
Not a-
Gold Edition Village.
So curious.
I just don't know when.
I
later
love
this
that.
year,
I love
at
jacket
some point.
inventory. It's so cool.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, in
It's
like 2 weeks I'll be doing
everything's just so,
RE4
like,
instead,
super accurate and precise.
and then I'll do this.
Yeah, actually being
Oh, yeah, that's right, the
Switch
VR stuff for PS5.
Yeah.
They did a really good job making it immersive.
How much you want to bet the VR mode is going to be stuck on the PS5 and not go to PC or anything else? You know, much like the VR mode in
I didn't
Resident
even
Evil
notice
7,
the cap
stuck on
little-
PS4, doesn't go anywhere else.
They did the Virgil.
Yeah, oh my god. Totally, yeah.
There's so much you can do with this. I've had the chance to play just a little bit.
Speaking of VR exclusivity in Resident Evil, I'm still salty that I
Literally
can't
just
fucking
threw
play
that
Resident
display.
Evil 4 VR on my Valve Index. Nope, you got to get a fucking Oculus to play that shit.
It looks amazing so far.
Everything looks amazing.
Even though you're quite literally playing the game on the same,
Yes.
you know, platform, like on a PC.
Yeah, thanks so much for
You need to get an entirely different headset to play it. Like, I don't get that. It's fucking headset exclusivity is dumb.
The sale's happening right now.
Fuck off, Mark Zuckerberg.
Go ahead and do that,
Anyways.
and we'll see you in the spotlight.
Right, time for the spotlight now, finally. Oh jeez, that volume. Ugh. Why is the spotlight much louder than those guys talking?
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Capcom Spotlight, where we'll provide updates on our upcoming games. Stay tuned until the end to hear the latest on all of Capcom's new titles.
So, do you think we'll see a new Mega Man? I doubt
Here's the
it.
first game.
I'd be really surprised if we do see a new Mega Man game.
Always connected. All 10 mainline games in the Mega Man Battle Network series are coming to Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4.
So I'm
and
planning to
Steam.
get this. I'm gonna stream Battle Network 2 when I get this collection.
April 14th, 2023. Lan and his NetNavi
Oh
Mega
god,
Man
there's that
Battle
fucking
PSP
smear filter.
work
Why did they keep showing it like this?
cybercrimes in the
Stop!
real world, as well as the interconnected online cyber world. Add battle chips to your chip folder. to
Oh, it
use
looks
in
so
combat
ugly.
As you battle viruses on the net. Select multiple chips of the same type and code each turn.
Thankfully,
to
this
create
filter is
powerful
optional. You can turn it off and just like have standard pixel resolution.
You seem to be getting a message from director Masakazu Eguchi, aka Mr. Famous.
Battle routine, set, execute. Hello everyone, it's Mr. Famous.
Okay.
I'm excited to share the latest Battle Network news with you all. First,
This is like that fucking researcher for the Splatoon directs. Like it's got that energy to it. All 499 patch cards. Oh, is it collectible cards that you find throughout the game? I'm not quite sure what this is, but... Huh. So, easy modes. Okay then. Interesting.
Mega Man Battle Network Legacy Collection includes all 499 patch cards from Battle Network 4 onward that were available only in Japan as physical cards.
Oh,
In Battle Network 4, 5, and 6, players can enable or disable patch cards.
that's kind of cool.
Buster Max mode multiplies the Mega
I didn't
Buster's
even know that was a
damage
thing
by
in Japan, but I guess it
letting
was.
Players enjoy the story and speed up combat.
Yeah, so there's an easy mode. That's pretty
You
interesting.
can turn this feature on or off at any time during the story, based on how you want to play.
Well, if I really struggle at some point in the game, I can
And
just
don't
turn that
worry,
on.
Buster Max mode is automatically turned off for online net battling.
I would hope
That's all
so.
I have for you today. I've been Mr. Famous.
Yeah, you could speedrun with that shit.
Mega Man Battle Network Legacy Collection includes over 1,000 illustrations and 188 music tracks to enjoy in the gallery. With online play, players can connect with distant friends and rivals to trade battle chips and net battle too. Pre-orders are available now. Mega Man Battle Network Legacy Collection brings all 10 mainline games to Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, and Steam.
Is this game getting a physical edition on Switch that has all
Volume 1 and
both
Volume 2 will
games
also
on
be
there,
available
or-
at launch.
because that's the
Starting
thing I'm
March
still
21st,
looking
the English
into.
version of Mega Man NT Warrior will be available
Oh.
to watch for free.
I remember that show.
Check the official website for more information.
Huh. I saw a little bit of NT Warrior. That was an
A new
alright show.
era of fighting games is upon
Alright,
us.
SF6. I'm looking forward to this game as well.
Street Fighter 6 launches June 2nd, 2023. This
That's my
is
birthday, by the
latest
way.
edition of the series that redefined the genre. In addition to Fighting Ground, where the pinnacle of genre-defining battles take place, Street Fighter 6 includes World Tour, an immersive single-player story mode, and Battle Hub, an online
The story
social
mode
space
looks pretty fun.
reminiscent of arcades. There are a number of new ways to play beyond just fighting. Today we'll introduce the final color commentator included in the game. Please enjoy this video.
Yeah, SF6 looks pretty good. I am looking forward to this when it comes out in a few months.
高橋ひかるですよろしくお願いしますさあどっちが勝つんでしょうか心理戦にも注目していきたいですいいのが入りましたね今いいよいいよ
I do like the idea of like commentators that you can put in the game.
どっちが緊張
Kind of gives you that sort of like esports feeling to it.
いやーここ気が抜けないですね出た SE 技 ですよ。この場面でいい感じに溜まっております。ゲージがなんかもうすごいことになってるよ。決まっちゃいましたね。
Rip.
最高の試合でした。いやもう2人とも天才すぎ。お疲れ。
Japanese actress Hikaru Takahashi is joining the fray, bringing our lineup of play-by-play and color commentators to a total of 8. Real-time commentary matches the in-game action and brings the competitive thrill and excitement straight to your home. Subtitles for real-time commentary will be supported in 13 languages. Turn on rally support and the commentators will cheer you on, creating a more personal experience. Street Fighter 6 launches on PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Xbox Series X and Xbox Series S, and Steam on June 2nd, 2023.
I'll probably get this on the PS5.
Pre-orders are now available, along with a limited number of pre-order bonuses. See the official website for details. We'll have more Street Fighter 6 updates at a later date. Capcom Pro Tour 2023 invites players around the world to compete to be the best. All right, you ready? We're also proud to announce the 2023 season will feature Street Fighter 6. To celebrate the game's release, there will be a special prize package this season. The first place winner of Capcom Cup will receive $1 million. The total prize pool for the season will be over $2 million. Next, we'd like to share some exciting Capcom news.
Now it's time for Exo Primal.
Capcom celebrates its 40th anniversary this June.
Oh wow, Capcom is that old? Okay.
We're opening a digital theme park called Capcom Town.
What?
We're planning to construct a digital museum and other buildings. The grand opening is June 12th, 2023. Please see this link for the latest.
Alright. Interesting announcement. I might check that out.
A
Capcom ID?
account is required to play Resident Evil RE-verse, Exoprimal, and use the online features
Oh
of Street
no.
Fighter 6.
Why do we need shit like this in our online games? No!
Use this account with other Capcom services.
You need to log into your Bethesda.net account to play this.
Capcom Spotlight.
Oh, fuck
We'll
off.
release more titles and services compatible with Capcom ID soon. Register now for Capcom ID.
God damn it.
Futuristic exosuits and dinosaurs.
Okay, now it's
classic
Exoprimal. I'm sorry, but that Capcom ID announcement was probably the worst thing I've held so far.
Players suit up as exo fighters who work for the IBS Corporation.
So here's Anthem 2.0.
Use a variety of unique exosuits and rigs to fit your playstyle, and work with teammates to combat hordes of dinosaurs in
I mean, it looks a little Warframe-ish as well, but it just reminds me more of Anthem than anything.
In store, so be sure to watch to the end.
I have like zero fucking interest in this game.
In every war game, Ace really is getting pulled back 3 years into the past. Back to 2040, right before the Stratovator fails.
You're a time traveler.
This is no random outbreak. Leviathan is intentionally...
Like, the best thing I've seen about this game is that cinematic where you see all the dinosaurs falling out of the big portal in the sky. That's pretty much it.
Chief, when exactly did you say your sister passed?
3 years ago, one of the first outbreaks. Never found out more than that. You know how the
Chief
network
Haruka
was.
Lorenzo. She is alive. On the island.
I don't know how long this presentation goes on for. I think it's like 20 or 30 minutes. Like, how do you make an action game where you're shooting dinosaurs and just make it look like fucking stereotypical, like, live service-y schlock. Like, how do you do that? Was that Chris Pratt? You know, I've never played Dino Crisis, but I've heard that's a fun game. It's like Resident Evil, but with dinosaurs instead of zombies. Avengers, assemble!
Oh.
That really does look like a fucking Poundland version of Chris Pratt, though.
Another Exo Fighter recruit, right? Welcome to Ibius.
Open beta? Don't know if I'm even going to bother with that, truth be told. Oh, hey, pre-order bonuses. Whatever. I'm not even going to pretend to care. Okay, we get it. It's a game. Can we move on to the next announcement, please? Stop! I don't care! No! No season pass! Bad Capcom! It's coming to Game Pass? Oh.
What did you think? We had a lot of...
Well, I have no excuse not to check it out now. God damn it, Capcom. You really want me to play this, don't you?
Exo Primal launches on July 14th. Before that, we'll be holding an open beta test. In addition to the
They really want people to play this game. They want this game to succeed. Can you tell they're desperate? Can you tell they're really wanting this game to not fail in a sea of like dying live service games?
The game's main mode. Participants in the open beta test who fill out a survey
Oh, hey,
will also
Zordon.
receive an Ibius medal charm that can be used in the full game.
Oh, goody.
Please visit the official site for beta test timing, content, and bonus item info. Now I'd like to introduce the Survival Pass reward system.
Are we not done yet? I thought this was the end of this portion of
As
the
players
stream. I guess
acquire
not.
Experience points in the Survival Pass, their Survival Pass level goes up, and they earn rewards separate from player and The Survival Pass includes a free tier and a paid
You can change that first word, Capcom, but it's still a fucking battle pass.
Special rewards, including 19 exosuit skins and 10 weapon skins.
How much you want to bet that they're gonna fucking shit can this whole live service aspect of the game within the year of its release? I'm gonna say it's very fucking likely that it's gonna happen.
Exo Primal launches July 14th.
Like, Game Pass will give it a shot in the arm, but I think after like the first few months when the novelty wears off, I don't think many people are gonna play it. It's gonna be the next Avengers. Like, that's my prediction.
Please see the official site for details on bonus items and the game. The latest Exo Primal news can be found on the official website and social media.
I think that was a really skinny Hal Emmerich just sitting there.
We look forward to seeing you in the open beta test.
Maybe I'll look into Dino Crisis sometime. Maybe I'll check it out just to spite this game.
Use your
Oh,
powers of the dead to uncover the truth about your death.
this game I'm mildly interested in checking out. I heard this game's good.
Ghost Trick, the classic mystery game from Ace Attorney creator Shu Takumi, is being reborn. The game will release on June 30th, 2023.
Oh, that's not too far off, like 4 months from now.
One night in a dark corner of the
Well,
city,
3.5
a man
months,
named
close enough.
Sissel is shot and killed. He reawakens as a soul and realizes he's lost his memory and his life. Who was I? Who killed me? And why did I have to die? These are the mysteries he's trying to solve with the powers of the dead. Sissel has two basic abilities: possessing objects in the ghost world, and then tricking them in the real world. A hitman is after the red-headed target, Lynn. Use the powers of the dead to get her out of wild predicaments. The key to changing fate is possessing and tricking all sorts of objects. Sissel will face death in many forms. Use the powers of the dead to go back 4 minutes before someone's death. Changing their fate will change the story. And that story must be linked in some way to the mystery of Sissel's death. This port includes updated high-res graphics, increased frame rate, and an optimized user interface. Check out the new Challenges feature. You can earn illustrations and music from the game by meeting certain conditions.
Wait, was this part of the original game? The slide puzzle?
In addition, all 37 tracks from the game have newly arranged versions.
That's cool.
You can switch between the original and new versions as you play.
Well, that's nice to have, like, recomposed versions of the music.
Hello everyone, I'm Shu Takumi, the writer and director of the original Ghost Trick game. We're thrilled to share the release date with you all. I'm incredibly excited to revisit Ghost Trick. We had Yasumasa Kitagawa from the Great Ace Attorney series handle the music. He did incredible work remastering the original songs to match the new graphics. We've also added original music from composer Masakazu Sugimori to celebrate the new version of the game. I hope you enjoy these new songs. The story of lost lives and lost memory all in a single night. Ghost Trick will be reborn in high resolution with new music on June 30th, 2023 for Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and Steam. Pre-orders are now available. Check out the official website for
I'm wondering if this game will get a physical release. Like, I love buying games physically. Not sure if this is going to fall under that banner, if it's digital only. I'll have to look into that. Something tells me this is not going to get a physical release. I think it'll just go straight to digital stores.
It's time to awaken your hunting spirit on even more platforms. Monster Hunter Rise is now available for Xbox Series X and Xbox Series S, Xbox One, Windows, PlayStation 5, and PlayStation 4.
Well, that's cool. More platforms for more people. Win-win. I do want to get into the Monster Hunter series. Like I said earlier, it's just there are certain barriers to entry for me personally, and it hasn't quite clicked with me yet. I would like to give it another try at some point. Like, I remember playing the Monster Hunter Rise demo on the Switch a couple years ago, and I enjoyed my time with it. But keep in mind, the demo is just, you know, the monster hunting, and not, like, everything else that, like, kind of, you know, I struggle with, or, like, find overwhelming. I don't know, I'm weird, I've got a weird brain. Also, was that a giant enemy crab back there? So yeah, I don't have much to add to this because, you know, I'm not a Monster Hunter fan quite yet, but I'm sure there's some people out there who are, you know, looking forward to continuous new updates for this game. I think we're about to get RE4 Remake news next. I think that's what's happening. Oh. I'm guessing that's the Palico and Palamute. It's just like a regular cat and dog now, as a skin.
The massive expansion Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak will be released for these platforms on April 28th, 2023.
Yeah, don't mind me, just gonna go monster hunting, riding my fucking Shiba Inu.
Including new monsters, locales, and combat mechanics, in addition to memorable new characters and storylines. The expansion includes the free title updates up to free title update 3, giving you instant access to chaotic Gore Magala and other powerful monsters. We'll have information about future updates at a later date. Free title updates are also available for Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak for Nintendo Switch and Steam. We will host a Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak digital event in April to share the latest information about the next free title update 5.
Okay. I will not be watching that.
Moving on
Okay,
to
here
our
we
next
go.
topic. We have news about the Resident Evil series.
I'm guessing they're going to start by talking about REverse, which is another live service thing that I think is going to end up not doing well for them. Oh wait, is this a movie? What is this?
Resident Evil Death Island.
What? Is this a movie? I guess it is.
We're excited to share this new preview with you all. You may have noticed Jill Valentine made a brief appearance at the end of the video. Resident Evil Death Island will release this summer.
Okay, here we go.
Survival is just the beginning. Resident Evil 4 launches soon.
I am really fucking excited for RE4 Remake. Like, every time I see this game, it looks better and better.
Hello everyone, I'm Yoshiaki Hirabayashi, producer of Resident Evil 4. We're grateful for all of the RE4 fans who are excited for the game's release. This game is a remake of the original.
You're making something memishly cursed based on our first session of Mario Kart.
It takes
I look
place
forward to
6
seeing
years
that.
after the Raccoon City incident and depicts federal agent Leon S. Kennedy as he fights to survive. Our goal is to create a fresh yet familiar experience. We've preserved the core of the original game and added updated graphics and a reimagined storyline. RE4's release date is just around the corner, but we have a special announcement prepared for you today.
Demo
Let's
shadow
check
drop.
out this video.
I'm guessing this will be where they announce the demo.
Here we go.
Yeah, demo's available today.
These guys don't quit.
I'm going to guess the demo will encapsulate the first chapter of the game, and you can continue on the full game as a, you know, a save file.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Chainsaw demo. Alright, well there you go.
The wait is over. A trial version of Resident Evil 4 that we are calling Chainsaw Demo will be available starting today. It takes place in the beginning of the game as Leon first enters a European village. The Chainsaw Demo has no time limit, and you can play it as many times as you want. The platform supported are PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 4, as well as Xbox Series X and Xbox Series S, and Steam.
I'm surprised that it's
We hope you
not
enjoy
stuck on just
trying
PlayStation for the
this
demo.
reimagined survival horror. Resident Evil 4 is currently available for pre-order. Both the Standard Edition and the Deluxe Edition include pre-order bonuses. Be sure to check them out. There's not long until the March 24th release date. Please enjoy the trial version until then.
You're more surprised at the lack of time limit? Yeah, I guess they had feedback from like previous demos where it's like people didn't like that sort of thing. I guess they figured out a way to make it so that people could enjoy it and not like abuse it too much. I don't know. Seems quite generous of them to do that, but hey, I'm all for it.
And finally, we have a message about the Capcom Publisher Sale. The Resident Evil series, with the exception of the upcoming Resident Evil 4 and Monster Hunter Rise, are currently on sale, and we will be opening the massive expansion Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak for pre-orders. Don't miss this opportunity to pick up digital copies of Capcom's hits.
Okay.
That's all for our event today. Thanks for watching.
That was alright, I guess. I mean, I wasn't...
We look forward to sharing more about our latest titles through a future Capcom Spotlight or Capcom Showcase.
I like how they can't even settle on the title of their show. Capcom Spotlight or Capcom Showcase. We haven't figured it out yet. So yeah, there you go. That was the Capcom Spotlight, as it's called right now. I would say that was overall fine. I mean, it was pretty much what I expected. Some decent announcements in there. Not too much. Exo Primals where I just felt like this. But hey, the rest of it was good. So, demo the RE4 demo comes out today. I'm not going to stream that today. I'll wait until maybe tomorrow or something to stream it. I'm not really... Like, I was getting about ready to wrap up the stream because I want to go do some other stuff shortly with friends. So, yeah. If I'm here tomorrow, I will stream the demo then. Otherwise, I'll just, you know, I'll stream it whenever I can. So, I will check that out soon, TM, and we will see how that goes. So, I look forward to that. You DM'd me the thing? Right, I'll have a look at that then. Okay, let me just download this real quick. Okay, so the really fucking cursed thing that Moo made for me. This is based off of what transpired during our Mario Kart stream earlier, by the way. He made this. What the fuck? What is this from? Like, what's this based off of? I'm guessing it's like a meme image or something. I don't know where it's from, but holy shit. I love that. Alright, there's my new PNG now. Oh, good lord. Yeah, let's just, we'll just do that. Yeah, there you go. Holy shit. Okay, that's enough of that. Right, so yeah, Capcom Spotlight, pretty much what I expected it to be, nothing to write home about. But hey, RE4 demo, that's something to be happy about. I will check that out this weekend. I don't know if I'm going to be here tomorrow or the day after, but we'll play it by ear. So yeah, that's all I got to say on that.